I hope everybody's doing great out there. I wanted to share some stuff with you today about ulcerative colitis. And if you're one of the people out there that can even pronounce that word, I'm so sorry. The only way that I can describe this to you, for those of you that that don't know what it is, and trust me, you don't ever want to find out what it is if you ever had a canker sore on the inside of your mouth or on your tongue or anything like that, you know how bad it hurts. I mean, certain liquids hurt it, certain foods upset it. Well, you can just imagine what it's like to have these things inside of your colon or inside of your stomach. There's a lot of people that have ulcerative colitis, and as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be one of the worst things out there and one of the hardest things that I've had to tackle on my health journey. With mine, mine were in my descending colon and my sigmoid colon. So basically, when you eat your food, it goes down your esophagus and it hits your stomach. Once it hits your stomach, it has to travel through your small intestines, and then it kind of goes to the right. And it travels up your, this colon on this side. And then it kind of goes across, and then it goes down. And that's your descending colon. And then towards the end, it's your sigmoid colon. And I could pretty much time exactly when my food was going to hit those ulcers, those open sores, because I would enjoy what I was eating, and about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours after I ate, it was starting to hit that area, and I would literally lose my mind. There's a lot of information out there about what you eat and what you shouldn't eat, and this diet and that diet, and this is what, you know, is good for it, and this is, and I tried everything, and the only thing that finally helped me was going raw, because I didn't have to guess. There was no guessing. I knew that anything that I put into my body was not going to upset those sores. And except for the exception of a couple of fruits, if they were too acidic, like pineapples, grapefruits, oranges, stuff like that, I had to be very careful with, because in the beginning when I would eat them, it would just, there was a few times that this, I don't even want to call it a disease, because I don't even want to believe that it's going to be here forever. I'm almost done with it. Thank you, God. But there was a few times that it knocked me on my ass, and I can handle a lot of pain, and I'm a pretty strong person, and I was literally on the ground, holding on to my side, unable to breathe, just doing what I call hiccoughs, where you kind of hiccup and you're coughing because the pain is so bad. But and I was literally like laid out on the floor. I would just refuse to go to the hospital, because really there's nothing that they will do for you, and you know how that goes. So anyway, the main thing I think that pisses me off about this certain problem is because it's the one problem that's kept me from exercising. And you know, and I actually love to exercise. Not in the beginning. I mean, I was like 300 pounds. It's hard to move at that weight. But we now have a Zumba class up the street, and I actually love to dance. So it's kept me from doing that, because every night I tell myself, you know what, in the morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go to that class, and I'm going to have such a good time, and I'm going to work out. And I wake up in the morning and the pain is there, and you know, it comes with cold sweats, and you feel like passing out, and it doesn't work. So I've almost got it completely under control, and it's been like 2 weeks that I haven't had any pain, and I've been hitting it hard for the last month, because I found out a few things that actually worked for me, and I wanted to share them with you, because in case you have this issue, oh my God, I want to help you get rid of it. So the first thing that is slippery elm. It's a bark off a tree. And slippery elm comes in pills and it comes in powders. The powder works. The pills do not work. I tried the pills. They do not work. It's more stuff that's going into your stomach, and it just doesn't work. So you can actually get the bottle, or you can buy it in bulk. This one's actually pretty cheap. It's $1.64. That's not bad. And I buy it at Whole Foods. But the way that I found that works for me, because I've just tried everything for this, is I've been hitting the slippery elm hard. I mean, I've been, I wake up in the morning and the first thing that I introduce into my stomach is this. And then mid-morning, I do it again. For lunch, I do it again. And then for dinner and before I go to bed. I mean, I've really been hitting it hard because it puts like a slimy, soothing coat on the sores, and it actually helps them to heal. So what I want to show you is, what you usually do is you take, a heaping teaspoon and put it in a glass. And I'm actually going to make 2 glasses because I want to show you what not to do. Okay, so you're going to add about, I'd say about that much water. Now remember, the more water you add, the more this stuff you got to drink. Okay, and you're going to make sure that it's nice and mixed in there. Now this is, it's almost like, it's like a gelatinous powder. It starts becoming very jelly-like. So it's kind of like a little waiting game. You kind of see it, it's starting to stick to the side of the glass. Okay, it's starting to kind of ooze down the side of the glass. And I just keep on mixing it until it starts hitting that kind of weird consistency right about there. And you want to take it all down. Now, the reason you want to do that is because, I'm going to show you with this one. I let it do the jelly thing in my stomach because if I wait too long, or if you wait too long, this stuff will make you gag. I mean, it's just the worst. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful things that your Creator put on this planet for you to heal you, but some of them just aren't the tastiest. And a bark off a tree, it's not, and the taste is not that bad. I mean, it tastes like watered down cardboard, but it's not bad. Okay, so this is what starts to happen. Can you see that? If you wait too long, okay? Snot. That's like the only thing that I can compare it to. And the more you wait, the worse it gets. And I know people that will wait till it gets to this point to do it. I can't do it. I just can't. So the first few times that you do consume that, you will feel it going on top of the sores, and it doesn't really hurt, but I feel it when it goes over it. It's not a soothing effect, it's not a painful effect, but you can feel it kind of going over the sores. But if you hit it really, really hard, you should start feeling a lot better after about 3 days. Usually after a week of hitting this stuff really hard, oh man, the relief I felt was just unbelievable. So the second thing that I did that I had to mix with it is, and I would love to pronounce this stuff for you, but I just cannot pronounce this. It's Triphala. Okay. Triphala? Triphala, yeah. It's an Ayurvedic purifier. And the pills aren't that big. And I take one before I go to bed at night. Now, I would definitely do this at least 2 weeks before you add this. This, when you take it, I think it was like the first and second night that I took it, I had some pretty bad cramping. What it does is it actually goes into your intestines and it starts pulling all the chemical, all the junk, all the toxins off your bowel walls. And, you know, maybe too much information here, but everyone that I know that has used it, including myself, when you do go to the bathroom, you open some windows because it's chemical city. Every chemical that you have had sitting in your colon and everything that does not belong in your colon, and it picks up, it pulls out. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, gas mask. It's pretty bad. And you'll actually notice every day that goes by that you'll be able to smell those chemicals less and less and less as they start leaving your body. One huge giveaway is if you have lines going across your forehead, that is a surefire sign of metal toxicity. So, you know what I mean? And it could come from anything. As you can tell, I have like 5 or 6 of them. And, I mean, this is one of the main reasons that I've done these videos, because I love looking back at the videos going, wow, I can really tell I've lost weight. Wow, I could really see it in my face where the puffiness has gone down. Wow, I can tell where the adrenal fatigue is going down. I don't, underneath my eyes it's not as dark, or on top of my eyes it's not as dark. Wow, the lines on my, my forehead are getting lighter. So it's kind of cool, in that reference. And along this journey, I also do have facial pictures that I have taken. I've also taken eye pictures because I'm also into audiology, where you can actually see all the illnesses in your eye. So I've taken all that, and I've also taken pictures of my throat because my thyroid. In some of the first videos, you can actually see where this is really, really swollen. Now it's not. Now this side has gone down quite a bit, but this side is still a little swollen. So this side of my thyroid is still pretty bad. So I'm always really self-conscious, and I'm always covering it up because it was really bad at one point, and I also had this really bad where it was really, really swollen. So yeah, I've been through like hell. But hey, like the song says, I just kept on going, and I'm not looking around, I'm not looking back, I'm keeping going, and I'm keeping my mind focused, and I'm coming out the other side, and slowly but surely. And this combination of the slippery elm bark and the Triphala has worked so well for me that I actually do believe that after this weekend, I am going to start going back to exercising. If all goes well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Like I said in a prior video, I will be doing my checkup and seeing what all those numbers, and I'm hoping for those numbers to be well too, because I can kind of feel it that I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. So that's my tip for today. If you have any kind of colitis at all. It doesn't matter. Slippery elm bark, Triphala. Two best things on the planet. And whatever you do, don't wait till it turns to this. All right. See you next time. Stay happy. Stay healthy. And I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful weather wherever you're at. Till next time. Bye-bye.